now, here we are. We're learning about
Christmas
mathematics,
is all
and
about...
here is how you do it. You just look here. What?
I was singing.
You're singing?
I'm sorry.
Anyways, let's continue. So, as you can see here, this is how you do it. We're solving a problem right now. It's let me just take this. This is the question. So, the graph y equals x squared, which is a quadratic relation. Yeah, is stretched vertically by a factor of 4. That means that it has been stretched vertically. Do you know what that means, Koyan?
No. Actually, I do. I just learned it like 2 years ago.
So what does it mean?
It means like, when you like, and then you like, and you go like, you know? And then it stretches. Vertically, because vertically is up.
But what letter represents vertical?
K?
No.
Oh, no, D.
By a factor of, no.
A.
Yeah.
A?
It's A, I think. I'm not exactly sure. Because I don't really understand it. But, so, that means it is stretched vertically by a factor of 11. Which, that means that A, the value for A is 11, okay? Stretched horizontally by a factor of 3. That means that K is 3 because it has been stretched horizontally. And let me take a look at my notes to make sure I'm getting this right. Compressed horizontally, I think it's K. Because that makes sense.
So
in
I
my
was
mind.
right?
Yeah, no. That's the factor of 3. A factor of, usually actually no, whatever. Reflected on the y-axis, which means that it's negative K, because K is negative. That's how it works, right? Because it's reflected on that one. And translated right, 22 units, which means that D, because D is the thing that tells you that it's translating right or left. And here it says it has been translated right 22 units. You knew that? Okay, that's great. Which means that if you look here, if you take a look over here, you see it's been translated right 22 units. So now I have to determine an equation of the transformed function.
Ooh,
and I have to explain my thought process. So let me take my notebook here, my handy dandy notebook, and we're gonna go through this problem together. So I'm gonna name this problem A, because that's what it says. So A. So the graph that is stretched by a factor, that means that we are working with a quadratic function, because the graph y equals x squared is stretched vertically by a factor of 4, and because it's stretched vertically by a factor of 4, we're gonna do f at x is equal to, let me take a look at my notes. A is 11, which means that it's gonna be 11 square bracket. And then because K is negative 3, or negative 1 over 3? No, negative 3, I think. Negative 3, which means it's negative 3 times x minus 22. And there's no C, because it did not say whether it translated up or down, right? So that means, listen here, show suggested answer. That means, you have to square it, because there's a quadratic relation, and it is 1 over 3 for the K, not just 3.
You betcha.
And so that means, can you guys tell me what your final thing for this thing was? Well, I can tell you what it should have been. Based on mathematics and functions and how things work in the world, your answer, the relation for this question, or the transformed function, should be f of x equals 11, and then in like little brackets you do 1 over negative 3, or negative 1 over 3 times x minus 22, end bracket, and then another end bracket squared. Okay, so now that we've done that, we are going to move on to the next question. Actually, no, we're not. Do you know why? Because
Why?
we are going. Why? Did you ask why?
I did.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Because we are going to show this thing on a graph.
Oh.
So we're gonna use this fancy dancy Desmos right here. Desmos. And I'm gonna turn up my screen brightness so you can see. Just give me a moment. Okay. Desmos. Oh, that's a bright screen. Big boy right there. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hopefully you can see that right there. So we're gonna punch in where does she go? There she be. F at X. Where's my keyboard? Come here. Come here, keyboard. Keyboard. There she be. And so we're gonna type in F at X, and it's gonna be equal to 11 negative 1 over 3 negative 1 over 3 x minus, guys, I don't know this keyboard very well, minus 22, then one of those and one of those, and then you go now where is that? Oh,
I
need help, Chloe?
I did something.
Well, in this class.
Oh my god, I'm good.
Okay, there we go. So now if you take a look, are you even looking at me? Are you looking at me?
No.
Okay, well, as you can see here, this relation is a quadratic relation. It has been translated, you need to come up here more. It has been translated right 22 units, and because of all the other things we put in, it's proper.
Is it?
Alright. So now guys, how long has this video been recorded for? Oh, 7 beauty minutes. Okay.
Beauty minutes.
So we're gonna continue. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do one other practice question with me. So, the graph of y equals the square root of x. Now, can you guys tell me, please tell me, what parent function this is? So you can pause the video right now and tell me your answers. And Chloe, you wanna guess?
Wait, I don't see it.
Oh, y equals square root of x.
Ooh, that's a quadratic.
No, it's not.
Oh.
The square root of x.
Oh, square root. That's square root.
Yeah, that is correct. So now, what we're going to be doing is you're going to be looking at me. And this is what, guys, listen. So we're going to write that it is a square root function. It is reflected in the x-axis. Now, from what we've already learned in this video, what does that mean? Because it's reflected in the x-axis, that means that the value for a is negative.
No.
Yes, it's true. And because the value, because it's compressed vertically by a factor of a half, it means, listen up, ladies and gentlemen. It means, what does it mean?
I don't know.
Okay, well that's not very helpful because I'm trying to figure this out.
You're a teacher.
I'm the teacher, right? I know everything. Shh, we don't talk about that. It's compressed vertically by a factor of a half, and when it's compressed vertically, it means that a is in the negatives because it's reflected, but it's between 0 and 1 because it is compressed vertically, which means that it is, perfect. So now we know this. I'm going to label this question B, and we're going to continue knowing that a is negative a half, right? That's what we know. And it's compressed horizontally by a factor of 1/5, and compressed horizontally means that k, that is positive k, which means that we can write that k is equal to 1 over 5, and it's translated left, which means that d is left, which means negative. It's -8 because it is translated left 8 units and down 10, which means that C is equal to -10. And now we have to determine the equation. And now you have to explain your thought process as well, which I think I've been doing a very good job of doing in this video. So now we're gonna continue. We're not. We're gonna continue doing. We're gonna be determining the equation. And now, because we know it is a square root. Now.
That's what we do in class, right?
Now, this is what we do when you get bored of school and you don't understand it. Just grab a football and you toss it. And you toss it and you catch it. And then what you do next is while you are rubbing it in your armpit, you finish your equation. Oh, you want it back?
Yes, it's helping me.
It's helping me too.
Yeah, but no, but
all right, I'll give you your ball back. There you go. So now that we know it is a square root function, parent function.
That was me.
We're gonna look at the transformations in the square root function that I've written down in my notes here, and you're gonna try to read my handwriting and look at the square root one, and you see it. Good, because we're gonna be using that, so we know. So this is how we know. So we're gonna do f at x. F at x, which means it's f and an x, right? F and x equals. I said a was a -1/2, which means that -1/2 square root, or the -1/2 root. That's what you call it, I think. I don't know. Of k is 1/5 times x plus 8, because gotta remember that when you're doing the equation, the d always changes the sign, because d is -8. That means in the equation it is plus 8, positive, x plus 8, which means that outside of the square root thingy, we're gonna put minus 10. And so we're going to compare this with the suggested answer provided. And as you can see here, you don't put 1/5, you put 5. Just simply 5. Oh. Okay? Do you understand?
Yeah.
And why do we do this, you may ask? Well, the simple answer is I don't know. But it's because you have to factor it out. So you multiply 1/5 by 5 to get, no, that doesn't make sense. Okay, you just get rid of the 1 on the top, I guess, because that makes sense. And if you're actually watching this video for educational purposes, you may want to consider clicking here and watching this video right here. I'm not going to link a video, actually, but It's funny. So this is what we went over today, and this is what you're going to have to know for our next lesson. And our next lesson will be talking about the domain and range and transformed functions. So we can determine the domain and range. Oh, we're going through it right now. We can determine the domain and range given an equation by using our knowledge.
We have knowledge.
We do have knowledge. Because this is right. Knowledge with Levi. That's what I named this
right now.
Class right now. Knowledge with Levi. Oh no, I forgot. Is our knowledge of transformations. Movie star. You should answer it. Answer it.
Hola? Well, they hung up.
Oh, they hung up.
That's awkward.
That is awkward. Hashtag awkward. Perfect. So now, I'm going to put my computer back where she belongs. And ladies and gentlemen, stay up here, please. Now, we're going to ask you to like and subscribe. And if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. And consider commenting your doubts and questions and your queries and obstacles and and
quandaries
and life
trilogies,
decisions and life struggles and traumas. You know.
Don't do it.
All the fun stuff. So, we would like to see you again in one of our next videos. So, now we're going to say goodbye, banana. Goodbye, banana.